press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Okay, in the previous class we were discussing this weather and the climate. In that we have seen what are the reasons for the changes in a climate, what reasons will influence the climate of different places. In that we have seen the two reasons, that is the altitude or the height above the sea level, and the other one is distance of equator from the sun, and the third is distance from the sea. So now we are going to see how does this affect or influence the climate. Places located near the sea coast are influenced by the sea. So the places which are located near the sea coast, they are influenced by the sea. Let us compare Delhi and Chennai, the capital of Tamil Nadu, during summer. So now we are going to compare about the Delhi and the Chennai, which is the capital of Tamil Nadu, at summer month, in summer month. Delhi is located very far from the sea in the northern parts of India. So the Delhi is located, it is far away from the sea and in the northern part of India. Chennai in the South India lies along the eastern coast. Okay, Chennai is in South India, which lies along the eastern coast. Chennai is also nearer to the equator than Delhi. So the Chennai is nearer to the equator than the Delhi. As we know, places near the equator have high temperature than those away from it. Thus, during the summer, Chennai should be hotter than the Delhi, but this is not so. So, in the previous class, we have discussed at the equator there will be much heat, or the places near the equator there will be much heat. Now, Chennai is nearer to the equator than the Delhi. Okay, but here in Chennai, according to our theory, because this is near to the equator, it should experience the much heat, but that will not happen. Why the Chennai, even though it is nearer to the equator, why that won't experiences the much heat? Let's see the reason here. As we, okay, Delhi is very hot in summer and very cold in winter. On the other hand, Chennai is neither very hot in summer nor very cold in winter. This is because Chennai is near the sea coast. So the Delhi will be very hot in the summer and cool in the winter. But the Chennai, it will not be very hot, it will be moderately hot, and it will not be very cool, it will be moderately cool in the winter. Why these differences happen? Because the Chennai is near to the sea. Okay, sea has moderating influences on the climate. Delhi has extreme climate while Chennai has a moderate climate. The effect of distance from the equator has been modified by the distance from the sea. Thus, places near the sea coast have a moderate climate and those located in the interior have an extreme climate. So, now what they are telling? This sea will influence the climate in a moderate way. The sea will influence the climate in a moderate way. How that influences? See, they have given the examples of a Chennai and the Delhi. Delhi, which is not very nearer to the equator compared to a Chennai, because Chennai is nearer to a equator. So, according to our law, this Chennai is nearer to the equator, it should experiences a much hot, but that won't happen there because Chennai is nearer to the sea. So, the sea will moderate the temperature or a climate. That is why, because of nearness to a sea, the Chennai will experience the moderate climate like moderate summer and the moderate winter, but Delhi will experience extreme hot and the extreme cold. Okay, so the sea will influences the climate. The sea will influence the climate nearer to its surrounding. So the sea which is so places which are nearer to the sea, they will experiences the moderate climate because of the sea. Sea will moderately influence the climate. Okay. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ರೀಸನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಈ ಕ್ಲೈಮೇಟ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ಒಂದು ರೀಸನ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ಇಕ್ವೇಟರ್ದು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸು ಅಂತ. ಇಕ್ವೇಟರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಕ್ವೇಟರ್ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ಸು ತುಂಬ ಹಾಟ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಕಿರಣಗಳು ಭಾಳ ಬೀಳ್ತಿರ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಸಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗಿಂತ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹೈ ಆಲ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲೈಮೇಟು ಏರು ತುಂಬ ಕೂಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇವಾಗ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಅದು ಕ್ಲೈಮೇಟು ಸಂಬಂಧಪಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಡೆಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಚೆನ್ನೈ, 2 ಸಿಟೀಸ್ನ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಚೆನ್ನೈ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ತಮಿಳ್ನಾಡು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ತಮಿಳ್ನಾಡುದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ತಮಿಳ್ನಾಡು ಈ ಸಿ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಸದರ್ನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಇಂಡಿಯಾದು ಸೌತ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಡೆಲ್ಲಿ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಇಕ್ವೇಟರ್ ನಡುವೆ ಹಾದೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಇಕ್ವೇಟರ್ಗೆ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಇರೋದು ಚೆನ್ನೈ. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಇಕ್ವೇಟರ್ಗೆ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಇರೋ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ವೆರಿ ಹಾಟ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ. ಆದರೆ ಈ ಚೆನ್ನೈ ಹಾಟ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಿರಲ್ಲ? ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಈ ಚೆನ್ನೈ ಸಮುದ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಸಿಗೆ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ಲೈಮೇಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡ್ರೇಟ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಸಿ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ಗಳು ಕ್ಲೈಮೇಟು ಮಾಡರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಅತಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿರಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ರೇಂಜಿಗೆ ಮಾಡರೇಟಾಗಿ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಚೆನ್ನೈ ಸಿಗೆ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇವಂದು ಅದು ಇಕ್ವೇಟರ್ಗೆ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಟ್ನೆಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ರೇಟ್ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ನ ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅದು ಸಿಗೆ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಡೆಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಸಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತಲು, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದು ಫುಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಹಾಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸಮ್ಮರಲ್ಲಿ, ವಿಂಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಥರ ಈ ಸಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಸಿ ತನ್ನ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ನ ಕ್ಲೈಮೇಟ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅವು ಇಕ್ವೇಟರ್ಗೆ ಹತ್ರನೇ ಇರಲಿ, ಅವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಹಾಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ಸೇ ಆಗಿರಲಿ, ಸಿ ಸುತ್ತಲಿದಾವ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ರೇಟ್ ಕ್ಲೈಮೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಓಕೆ, ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್? ಓಕೆ, ನೌ ದ ಅದರ್ ರೀಸನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ change in a climate. What is the another reason for a change in a climate? So till now we have seen the 3 main reason. Now we'll see the other, that is direction of a winds. So this is one of the one of the major reasons for a change in a climate, direction of a winds. The direction of a winds also affects the temperature of a place. So this direction of winds, they will also affect the temperature of a place. Winds result from the uneven heating of air around the earth. So these winds, they will be formed because of the uneven heating of a earth. Okay, air heated by the sun expands and rises, and cooler air flows to take its place, producing the belts of prevailing winds. Prevailing winds in the tropical areas blow from east to west. So what will happen? The air which is present here, it will be get heated by the sun, and then it will become light in weight and it will go up. Okay, so it will expand and rises up. So the cooler air which is present at the lower atmosphere, it will rises to its position. Okay, producing a belt of prevailing winds. So this cooler air that will provide a wind. Wind means the flowing air. Okay, so that cooler air which has risen to this place, it will provide the wind. Prevailing winds, those which are happening, those are prevailing winds. In the tropical areas, blow from east to west. So the winds which are blowing in the tropical area, they blow from east to west. Okay, then winds in the middle altitudes tend to blow from west to east, but these winds and the winds near the poles are variable in direction because wind transport heat and the moisture. They affect the temperature, humidity and the precipitation and cloudiness of an area. So what they are telling? So winds in the tropical areas, they blow from east to west, and the winds in the middle altitudes tend to blow from west to east. So the winds which are in the tropical area, they will blow from east to west, and the winds which are at the middle altitudes, they blow from west to east. Which are at the tropical, they blow from the east to west, and the which are at the middle altitude, they blow from west to east. Okay, but these winds near the poles are variable in a direction. Okay, so these at the middle altitude means these are at the poles. So these winds which blow at the poles, they will blow from west to east and they will be vary in some direction. Okay, because winds transport heat and moisture, they affect the temperature, humidity, precipitation and cloudiness of an area. So these winds will transport the heat and the moisture within them. They will transport the heat and the moisture within them. That is why these winds will change the climate by forming a clouds or some precipitation, forming a humidity, like that they affect the temperature of that place. So we know that climate is depending upon the air temperature of a place, and these winds, they will influence the air temperature of that place. How these winds will influence the air temperature of that place? They will carry the heat and the moisture within them. So these winds will influence the air temperature by providing the cloudiness and the precipitation, and also other things like cloudiness, precipitation, humidity, etc. So here the wind plays a major role. Then the next is humidity and the rainfall. So the next one is humidity and the rainfall. The amount of moisture or a water vapor present in the air affects the temperature or a climate of a place. The amount of water or a moisture which is present in the air will affect the climate of a place. Moisture is in the air is called as a humidity. The moisture in air is called humidity. So these moisture and the water which is present in the air, they will affect the temperature. So this moisture which is present in the air, that is known as a humidity. The amount of humidity in the air depends upon the location of a place and the direction of a winds. If the wind is passing over a warmer body, it will increase the humidity. So this humidity or amount of water in air, that will depends upon the place or the wind which flowing. Okay, if the wind is passing over a much warmer area, then the humidity will be very high. Humid air can cause rainfall, which is more important than the humidity in the air. So the air which is full of moisture, that may cause a rainfall. The amount of rainfall and the climate when it falls decide the climate of a area. So the amount of rainfall and the time when it falls will decide the climate of a area. At many places, owing to other weather elements, there may be a snowfall in a place of rainfall. All the places do not receive the same amount of rainfall and not at the same time. The distribution and the amount of rainfall is different at the different places. So the rainfall, it is one of the factor of a climate, alva. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿಂಡು ಅದರೊಳಗಡೆ ಮಾಯ್ಶ್ಚರ್ ಇನ್ ಏರ್, ಏರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಾಯ್ಶ್ಚರ್ನ ನಾವು ಹ್ಯೂಮಿಡಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆ ವಿಂಡು ಬ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಆಯಿತಾ, ಅದು ಏನು ಆ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್, ಯಾವ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ, ಯಾವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಹ್ಯೂಮಿಡಿಟಿ ವೇರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ಆ ವಿಂಡ್ ತುಂಬ ವಾರ್ಮ್ ಪ್ರದೇಶದ ಮೇಲೆ ಬ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಾಯ್ಶ್ಚರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಈ ವಿಂಡಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಸೇರಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಅವಾಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಏರೆಲ್ಲ ಫುಲ್ ಭಾಳ ಹ್ಯೂಮಿಡಿಟಿಯಿಂದ ಕೂಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ರೈನ್ಫಾಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬೀಳಬಹುದು. ಈ ಥರ ಈ ರೈನ್ಫಾಲ್ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಆದಂಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗೋಲ್ಲ, ವೇರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ರೈನ್ಫಾಲ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ವೇರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ವಾರ್ಮ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಭಾಳ ಹ್ಯೂಮಿಡಿಟಿ ಹೋಯಿತು, ಸೊ ಅದು ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಲ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಹ್ಯೂಮಿಡಿಟಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇತ್ತು, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರೈನ್ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಥರ ಅದು ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್. ದೆನ್ climatic or a heat zones. So now we are going to, okay, we'll see this one in the next class. So till now we have seen the different reasons for the changes in a climate, that is distance from the equator, above the places above the sea level and the places nearer to the sea level, humidity and the rainfall and the direction of the wind as well. So these are the reasons which will influence the climate of that place. Okay, so we'll see the next climatic zones in the next class. Okay, till then you read this. Thank you.